Hey, what's up everybody? Brent from Brenspeed. Thanks so much for watching Brenspeed TV. Today it's an 07 Shelby GT, laying down sick numbers, NA, 3-valve Mustang, over 380 real horsepower. But hey, wait, what? Is it almost 400 real horsepower? This is going to be an educational video. We're going to talk about dyno graphs. Doesn't matter if you have a Coyote or a 3-valve or a GM or whatever. This is going to be some cool info for you. I'm going to answer some questions a lot of you don't ask, but it's going to be awesome. So hey, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and notify us if today. I have Doug with me. We're going to go check out the build. We're going to watch a dyno pull and talk more about it. All right, I want to get in the backstory in this car, but what do we have here? A 93 octane, manual transmission Shelby GT, but this car was already, full of NA mods back in the day. So we had the Ford Racing manifold, throttle body, GLT, instead of Detroit rocker cams. He called and said, hey, I want to get your B302 stroker engine, which we just finally re-released, because a lot of you 3-valve fans out there are talking about that 326 that we had forever. It's been unavailable for 3 years. And then this video, I'll talk about how you can get the 302 right now. And he also had on hand, because he's got a bunch of cars, a set of CNC ported heads from Ford Racing that we installed on this. But Doug, come down, take a look. So what do we have? What's on this 3-valve? So we have the Ford Racing manifold, Ford Racing throttle body, Twin 62, GLT air induction system, set of Detroit rocker cams, and our 302 cubic inch built engine, and Kooks 1 3/4 long tube headers. But he originally sent this car up from Texas because he was gonna have this build this, and then he also had a Roush supercharger on hand from an old vehicle. We're going to put that on. Last minute he decided, hey, I just want to keep this car NA. Might put the Roush on at a later time, but he had these other parts, so that's what we have on it. It's a cool build. It's NA. We're only talking 9.5 to 1 compression, which is great for a blower. If you want to do a full solid NA build, I'd go higher compression than that. But when we first started building this, he was going to do blower. But now we're NA, so it is what it is. Check out this dyno pull. Then we're going to talk about the numbers and what we can do in the future. Check it out. I'm going to address a couple things right up front. So if you haven't, please subscribe and notify and go through those 3-valve videos, because you'll see all kinds of cars like this with the basic bolt-on mods, not the engine, not the heads, laying down around 330, 335 real horsepower. That's pretty common on a car like this with a manual transmission. But this baby laid down 382, or did it lay down more than that? We're going to talk about those numbers. But Ford Racing manifold, throttle body, those two combined are called a power-up kit. I'll put a link in the description. You can click on and see what those cost. Detroit rocker cams, set of long tube headers, GLT air induction system, and our tune. It's a cool setup. But first, Doug, come over here, take a look. These are great numbers. 382 real horsepower, peaking at 6,400 RPM, 353 torque, peaking at 4,700. Awesome power across the curve. Like I said, I'm going to do some education here. Most cars like this are like that 330, 340 range. This is a lot more. And that is because the stroker engine, like I said, he was going to get the blower, decided last minute not to. He changed his mind down the road. He'll be able to do that. And this is that ported heads. And the ported heads on an NSR cam like the rocker aren't going to add a lot of power, maybe just a little bit, but they're really designed for like a really big camshaft. But we're talking about that number. Doug, come over here, take a look. So 382, 353, DynoJet, SAE. What happens? No one ever asked this. Smoothing 5. What if I change smoothing to 0? All right. All that is how much this graph, is not choppy. So Smoothing 5. It's a very smooth graph. So now this car is making 388. We haven't done anything different. 354 torque. DynoJet SAE. Doug, you ready for standard?
Oh yeah.
Standard's a big thing in the Hemi world. If you watch Hemi videos, almost every one of those dyno graphs are standard. I don't know why they do it, because we like SAE here. It's just a rating. We're not changing anything on the car. We're just changing the way the dyno shows the graph. But standard, we're going to change that real quick. Maybe Hemis feel like they need a higher number, so they do this. We're going to change that from SAE to standard. We're going to apply it, and we're going to get rid of this right here. Boy, we're at 397 roll horsepower, almost at 6,500 RPM. Torque comes in 363, 4,700. Huge difference. So a lot of you, watch our videos and you leave comments. I saw this video. I saw this video. This car made this. This is an NA3 valve. And when you watch some of these supercharged videos, that spread you saw different from the 382 to the 397 goes way higher when you're talking a blower car. I mean, a lot. So you need to pay attention to that. That's my education for today. But pretty awesome. 07 Shelby GT, just under 50,000 miles. We built a lot of cars for him. He's out of Texas. He just really wanted the 302 in there with the heads he already had. And he was going to do the blower and he decided last minute not to. So it's NA. We'll probably put that blower on the next year. But now you might have questions. Tell me the story on the 302. Tell me about the 326. Prior to COVID, Ford Racing has discontinued the block. They keep pushing out a year. I say discontinued, but that's just because they keep pushing it out, that boss block. So we now have a 326. So we brought back the 302, which we have, stroker crank, awesome rods, awesome pistons. So now you can add a bunch of boosts to your 3 valve. We actually have these short blocks in stock, but they're install only, not available for mail order. So you can email quote@brenspeed.com. What's that short block cost to get installed? We have other options if you want porting, if you want bigger camshafts. But hey, this is just a cool NA build. This is going to be a fun car. Again, if you have questions, leave that comment. Happy to answer. Open that description. I'll put links to all these bolt-on parts because you can put them on your stock car. No big deal. Make 330, 340 the tires. It's pretty cool. But that's it for today. Hope you like seeing this Shelby GT. It's kind of rambling. I want to show you the dyno graphs. I want to talk a little bit about the engine. In that description, I am going to put a link to this 302, which I don't have the link ready yet. It's going to be about a week till it's in there. But you can email quote@brenspeed.com and say, what's that cost to get installed? But if you're watching this a week after this video is released, open that description. You can read a lot more about that short block. Thanks for watching.